Hey, this is B-Dub, and welcome to a new episode of Clearing Out My Head. Well, we all know that state fairs are definitely not new. The first U.S. state fair was held in Syracuse, New York in 1841. That's 183 years ago, so they definitely have been around for a while. Well, according to a poll, the number one reason Americans go to state fairs is for the food. 81% of people said that that's a draw, more than spending time with family and friends, entertainment and music, rides, and animals. But some states are crazier about the food than others. A survey found Vermont loves state fair food the most. Ohio is second, followed by South Dakota, West Virginia, Washington, Arkansas, North Dakota, Tennessee, Florida, then Iowa. Utah is the state that's the least interested in fair food. I wonder why. Hawaii is also down on it, and the other states that are okay passing on fair food are Montana, Rhode Island, Maine, Delaware, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Oregon, and finally Michigan. You know, you kind of wonder when it comes to state food, what was the state food that was Googled the most in this past year? Well, the top two were cheeseburger egg rolls and lobster corn dogs. It's a very interesting combination there. Kind of wondering about... Actually, I wouldn't mind trying the lobster corn dogs, but unfortunately, both were up for Best New Foods at the Iowa State Fair, so unless they come here to Ohio, I will never know. They also looked at the top deep-fried state fair searches. The top 5 were deep-fried bubble gum. Would you want to try deep-fried bubble gum? I mean, that's just kind of... It's kind of... Ugh. I don't like bubble gum to begin with anymore, so I don't know if I really want to put deep-fried in front of it. But anyway, deep-fried butter. Now, they have had that here at the Ohio State Fair for a little bit, so I know about that. Deep-fried ranch dressing. Will you put that... Could you dip fried chicken wings in it? I mean, that's just weird. Deep-fried beer. Now that's an interesting one, and deep fried lemonade, all very interesting combinations there. But it's interesting because, you know, when it comes to the food at the state fair, I mean, that has always been somewhat of an important thing on my end as well. Now, of course, recently things have changed where I still love the food, but the problem is I have to be careful when it comes to the food because of my dairy concerns. My stomach, I should also say my stomach concerns, because I'm not sure what my stomach can take anymore. So I can't actually just go in there and eat whatever I want. And actually what my wife and I have been doing is we will do all our fair stuff. You know, we'll go see the dairy cow. We'll go take my daughter to the... and do all the games and the rides and stuff, and we'll walk around. And then before we leave, we will decide what we're going to get food-wise, and we'll get food to go. And then that way we'll just come home, eat it here, and then that way if there's any problems, we're at home. There's no issues. So some other people may do that too. I mean, I loved it when I was able to eat it at the fair because, like I said, growing up, you know, when I would go with my dad, we would go first thing in the morning, like right when the sun came up at 7 o'clock, you know, right when the fair opened, and we would walk around. Nobody was there. I loved it. Nobody was there. We would get to walk around, you know, as the buildings would open, we'd be able to go in there and look around, and we were done by like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. We just come home. It was a great time. I enjoyed that. I wish I could do it again, because nowadays being around a bunch of people, sometimes it just, because people don't know how to move. Anyways, thanks for listening to this episode of Clear Out My Head. Don't forget you can listen to Clear Out My Head on all major podcasting platforms. Also, you can check out my podcast page on Spotify where you can listen to past episodes. Check out my social media links or leave me a message. But until next time, this is B-Dub. Thanks for listening. I hope you join me next time as I continue with clearing out my head.
That was wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good,
It
though.
could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey, boo!
Boo!